Hey gang! I hope you loved that 5-day challenge as much as I loved doing it. It was incredibly mind-opening, eye-opening, mind-expanding, however you want to word that. Anyway, since that's over, I've been getting a lot of questions about sleep. Sleep is one of those things that us humans love to hack. We think we can hack it. We consider it one of the most expendable parts of our lives. And there's all these sayings out there like, sleep is for the weak. Well, there's a lot to do with sleep. There's a lot that it does for us. There is a lot to do with sleep versus fat loss and fat gain. So without any further ado, let's get into this slumber topic. And if you want any information on how to get a better sleep, I do help a lot of people with insomnia. So please just throw a comment down below. I would be more than happy to help you get a better sleep. All right, here we go. Sleep is a debt you can't ever repay. You can never get lost sleep back. So there are only 8 hours of restorative repair sleep time throughout the night. In North America, those hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. We follow a primal circadian rhythm with the sun and the moon. And I know the sun doesn't always rise at 6, doesn't always set at 10. However, that is the time periods that our bodies are geared to. So from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., your body is getting all of the physical repair that it needs. That is when the growth hormone happens. So if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to get those biceps, if you're trying to get that lean muscle mass that does help you burn fat, that will burn fat for you while at rest, you need that deep sleep. That happens from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. is when you're getting all of the mental, psychological, emotional repair that you need. So I have worked with people that have mood disorders, and you wouldn't believe how remarkable it is to see the change that happens with a proper sleeping pattern. It's incredible. So if you are sleeping, say you stay up until 1 a.m., you've actually already lost 75% of that repair. That's huge. And it doesn't matter if you sleep in or if you sleep at other hours, you will get rest. You will get rest. However, you are not going to get the repair that you need. This is a diagram from my textbook. I apologize for how hard this is to see. I couldn't get it to fit properly, so rather than fight with it, I just thought I'd show you what I got and I'll help explain it. So the black line represents our stress hormones. These are healthy level stress hormones. The white line represents our repair hormones. So as you can see, the left side of the chart is midday, the right side is throughout the night. So from 6 a.m. to noon, to 12 noon, is when the stress hormones should be highest. They should be kicking. They should be working for us. Then by noon, they start to go down. By 6 p.m., they are down. And the repair hormones, that white line kicks in, comes up to help us repair all through the night, and naturally dies down again by morning time when it's time for the stress hormones to turn back on. Now this here is what the average person's stress to repair hormone chart looks like, which is not good. As you can see, those stress hormones are kicking and breaking us down all the way through until between about 1 and 2 a.m. What? The white line repair hormones get a tiny little window there around 2 a.m. So we've already lost all of the physical repair that we need. We're getting a little bit of psychological repair, but not nearly enough. So this is just a really good visualization of what happens with a lot of caffeine during the morning, if we're not going to bed at the proper times, if we're falling asleep with the TV, and a myriad of other things that add to this. All right, so if you need to, it is a good time to nap at either 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. Because at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., we have a natural hormonal dip that happens. So you know that 3 p.m. brick wall that everybody talks about? That's a natural hormonal dip that is happening. So do not be chugging caffeine at 3 p.m. because we've hit this brick wall. It doesn't exist. We have a hormonal dip. It is best to get sleep. Eat an apple. It's a natural stimulant. Eat some berries. Those are natural stimulants. Yerba mate tea is fantastic. Green tea is great, but because of the caffeine content, try to have that before 2 p.m. at the absolute latest. All right. That's going to lead me into talking about the hormones. So, if you have caffeine in the morning, it will affect your body for 14 to 17 hours throughout that day. That's insane, right? That's insane. So at 8 p.m., you're going to want to get that melatonin kicking. That is the hormone that will send us into a sleep. It activates our parasympathetic nervous system, and that is the nervous system that governs rest, repair, rejuvenation. We need that melatonin. Do not use any artificial light after 8 p.m. and before 10 p.m. or before 6 a.m. when you wake up, if you can. Because any artificial light after the hours of 8 p.m. is going to raise up that cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. This spurs on the sympathetic nervous system. That is our stress, our fight or flight response nervous system. We all need a bit of that nervous system, of course. We have healthy stress hormones. However, not after 8 p.m. Because when cortisol raises, there goes the melatonin, and it's not so great for us. We're not going to get that repair if you can even fall asleep at that point. One thing I want to touch on, if you are a woman on birth control, do not take melatonin. Melatonin can shut off birth control, okay? So we don't want to be having babies when we're just trying to get a good sleep, because I can guarantee you, no matter who you are, no matter what your lifestyle is like, a baby is seriously going to impede your sleep for a long time. An interesting thing to note is that doctors and EMS workers die on average 7 years before anybody else, and airplane workers die on average 10 years before anybody else. I don't want to scare you out there. You can do certain things to help your health that I'm going to talk about to help ease that deficit within your body. However, important to know, if you do not work shift work, if you do not work nights, if you are not working on a plane, if you are not a doctor or an EMS worker, please, please, please try to be sleeping from 10 to 6. If you do work shift work, you really need to have a 21-day cycle, if you can, for optimal health. So that would mean 21 straight days of nights followed by 21 straight days of days. Or you could also do it where you have 4 night shifts in a row, followed by 2 day shifts, followed by another 2 night shifts. Comment below if you need some help. Message me also if you need some help. I will help you. If you have a lovely, so loved, but you kind of want to just strangle them sometimes when they're snoring, partner next to you, or even if you have a partner next to you, if someone is next to you, tossing and turning, maybe they're snoring, maybe they're accidentally bumping you or kicking you, it is going to pull you out of the REM sleep that you really, really, really do need, and you're not going to get the same repair. And I've had partners sleeping next to me before that have said, oh, I didn't even notice. When I notice them kind of wake up a little bit, they don't even notice it. Your body's noticing, okay? Be careful with that. Back in the Middle Ages, women and men didn't sleep in the same huts, even if they were in a couple. In medieval times, they had whole different wings of the castle. When I was married, we had different bedrooms. We had a very happy marriage, and it was even happier with separate bedrooms. We did not lose out on sex. We did not lose out on cuddling. We didn't lose out on any intimacy whatsoever. But you know what we gained? Restful sleep. And you know what that gained for us? Calm, happy, good moods. You could have opposite schedules, it won't matter. And also you have a space for yourself in your house that you can go to retreat to if you need a space. I'm big for always wanting to have my own space. Very important. And nowadays, they actually are designing homes, building homes now with 2 master bedrooms, because this research is now again so prominent. So keep that in mind. It's not going to mess up your relationship. You can cuddle all you want. You can have as much sex as you can handle. Just get your own sleep. Keep in mind for the napping, I forgot to touch on the fact that a lot of people say, well, you know, I only have 20 minutes to nap or whatever. That's good. You don't want to be napping for longer than 20 minutes. What happens is if you nap for longer than 20 minutes, your body starts releasing that melatonin because it believes that you're going into a hibernation state. And that is why I am one of these people that if I have a nap, I am not waking up for a couple hours, and then when I'm waking up, I'm so cranky that you don't even want to be anywhere near me. Make sure when you are sleeping that you can breathe properly. So a lot of times people have deviated septums. You want to be breathing through the nose when you're asleep. When you are breathing through your mouth, you are triggering the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight response. You don't want to be triggering that. And also, it's good to have the room so completely dark. If you can see the outline of the furniture in the room at night, that is considered too bright for optimal sleep. Also, eye masks. I really don't want to dash all your dreams here for conversation's sake. However, eye masks will actually not really work that great for you. Yeah, you're not going to see the light very well, but your skin has light receptors in it, okay? So your skin is going to receive that light and release the cortisol, whether you're wearing an eye mask or not. So also, don't have the TV on when you're going to sleep. It is so bad to have the TV on when you're going to sleep. The light flashing, you are not going to get that repair that you need. Your melatonin is not going to release optimally, and you are not going to be getting into that parasympathetic nervous system state because your body is going to be a little bit stressed with the sound and the lights flashing while you're trying to sleep. You can use white noise audios or nature audios. Those are not going to harm anything at all, and they're actually quite lovely to listen to. If you are one of those people that sort of grew up with the TV on and you're one of those people that you can't fall asleep without the TV on, I know what that's like. That used to be me. It took some training, but now there is no chance in heck that I'm gonna fall asleep if that TV's on. And please do make sure that you have stopped exercising at least 4 hours before you're gonna go to sleep, okay? So try not to be exercising after 7 p.m. That's even a little bit late. Let's say 6 p.m. in the hopes that you're going to try to go to sleep by 10. The Monday after daylight savings time, there is a huge jump in heart attacks and fatal car crashes. Did you know that?
No. 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 No.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And animals have been proven to die from lack of sleep before they die from starvation. So technically, our bodies need sleep more than our bodies need food even. So I'm just going to touch on the weight gain and the fat loss issue here because that is where a lot of people are having some concerns here. Your body will burn fat and prevent itself from gaining fat so much more efficiently with sleep. Because aside from melatonin, rest repair hormone, aside from cortisol, the stress, sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight response hormone, we have these other two hormones called ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the hormone that signals to your body that you're hungry. Get some food. We need more food. Leptin is the hormone that your body sends out when you've had enough. That's the hormone that is your satiety response, so leave the food alone now. These hormones are only properly balanced when you've had enough sleep. One of the primary signals of needing rest is actually hunger. Have you ever heard anyone say that, you know, if you think that you're hungry, try drinking some water because your body is actually probably thirsty? That is true. That's the last sign of dehydration, okay? So make sure you're getting hydrated. Anyway, that's in another video. I'll link that below for you. However, you need these two hormones balanced. So your body is going to release a crap ton more ghrelin when you're staying up, trying to get the food in place of the rest. The body's trying to outsmart us. And you know what? It's going to. So let's just try to obey the laws of nature just a bit, because we really can't overwrite them successfully at all. So people that average 6 hours of sleep per night have a 27% increase in the risks of gaining fat. the body not losing fat efficiently, and obesity than those averaging 7 or 8 hours per night. And those people averaging 5 hours of sleep per night, those people are 73% higher in risk of not burning fat, of gaining fat, and of being obese. That's scary. So try to get that 7 or 8 hours of sleep per night, and you'll be a lot more efficient at burning that fat, at not gaining any fat that you don't need, and at staying nice and rested. Also, people averaging 6 hours of sleep and under are more prone to not only obesity, but psychosis, strokes, depression. Sleep is so important. One last thing, when you are going to sleep, it is best to sleep, especially if you're napping, in an astronaut position. This is also known as a zero gravity position. I will put a picture up on the screen right now for you. So you want your knees a little bit bent and your head elevated just slightly to get the best sleep possible. So that is it for now on our friend or frenemy sleep. I'm about to get ready for bed myself now. I wish you all a pleasant night, a wonderfully restful sleep. And again, if you do need any help sleeping, please comment below and I'll help you get some sleep. If you thought this video was interesting or informative or helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up for me. That really helps support my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and please share it, because there are a lot of people that could use this info and a lot of people that could use some help getting sleep, and I would love to help all of those people out there get some better sleep. If you would like notifications of when future videos are posted, please hit that little bell icon and you will be notified the very next time one of my new videos comes out. And until then, have a good sleep. Good night.